everyone, my name is Priya and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be using oil pastels to create this autumn scene, and I'm going to be using the oil pastels from Pentel. Now, the packaging may have changed over the years. This is from around 2005, I think. It's a very old set. I've used to use more of the smaller sets, and this was one of the largest sets that I bought, but I never really used it that much. But it's a very old set. But these, I've used them a lot when I was in primary school and high school for my drawings and character drawings. And you can see I've just swatched all of the colors out. So it's got quite a good range of colors, warm tones, earthy tones, cool tones as well. So you've got basically all the colors you would need for any illustration that you do. Now, as I said, I've used these last, I think 2005, when maybe 2006 as well, but I really haven't used these much the past couple of, or past, say, I think it's about 15 years now. I haven't really used them, and I haven't really done any drawings on my channel with them. So I said it's nice to just get loose and create something, a simple drawing, and show you how I use the oil pastels. Maybe that you can get some ideas in your own work, and yeah, let me just use a medium or return to a medium that I've used so many years ago, and just have fun with it. And now that my skills have advanced a lot more, and I've used so many mediums and learned to use so many mediums, and that has helped me to develop my art skills, and as well as how I apply the mediums. So you can see I'm going and adding a lot of the colors for the sky, and I'm adding the mountains in the background. Now I have drawn the building that's going to be in the focal point. I have drawn it with a regular graphite pencil, and then I'm just now adding all those details for the backgrounds. I'm working from the back to the foreground. So what I use to blend, you could use your fingers, but I find that it's very hard on my fingers and I hurt my fingers after a while. So what I do is, to blend the oil pastels, I use a piece of paper towel. So I tear a piece off and I just fold it up, hold it with my fingers, and then I blend out the oil pastels. I think that works fine, and it also saves me from having to hurt or having pain in my finger after hurting it, rubbing the oil pastels to blend them. So that's a little tip that I use for my oil pastels. I've been using it for a long time. Or before, even when I used to use the oil pastels, I used to use that method, and I would highly recommend using it. That way you save your fingers. So yeah, you can see I'm just adding a bit more colors to the background mountains, and then now I'm starting to work on the trees. And this is an autumn scene, so there's going to be a lot of orange, green. There will be some greens, there'll be some oranges, reds, and yellows as well. But there will be also some greens for the foreground, where you see the little banks of grass, but even some of the trees and the foliage. But basically, I wanted to keep it very loose for this one. I didn't want to do something very detailed. Some of even the proportions of the building, it doesn't show that much, but in the final piece, I did see that some of it was a bit off, but I kept it a very simple piece, and I just wanted to show you how I use it and use these oil pastels and how I work with them. You can work as detailed as you want, as accurate as you want. As I always say, if you want a realistic drawing, you must keep it accurate. But in this case, I wanted something very loose and fun, and just to play with the medium and not have to think too much about the details and having everything 100%. Just letting the medium, putting the medium onto paper and enjoying working with them and creating with them and making strokes with them and marks with them on the paper to represent this building, these trees, and everything. So it was not supposed to be something that I intended to be detailed, but I just wanted to share it with you in case you maybe want to get some ideas on how to use oil pastels, since I haven't done a video on my channel with these. So being pastel month, I thought that it'll be appropriate to have something just to show you how I use them, and basically this is how I would be using them going forward, just to have fun with the medium, take time just to relax and enjoy the art of creating something and drawing, and not having to pay attention to all those details and accuracy and you know, anything to make it look realistic. I just want to create the impression of a building, and enjoy the medium and creating those strokes of the little sticks and the blending, and just have fun with it and not have too much thought or give too much thought into it. So even though it's not perfect with the proportions of the building and things like that, and as well as details. I didn't put a lot of details in there, but I'm able to just enjoy the medium. And that's what I just wanted to show you, that you don't have to always be looking for perfection. You can just let loose, create, and have fun with the medium, and just play with the medium, and not have to worry about adding details and focusing on perspective and all of that. That's very important in any drawing, to bring it to life. I mean, you can see I work from the background to forward, foreground, working on the sky, the mountain, and then the trees, and then coming to the building, and then the grass and on the foreground. But certain aspects, it's not necessary to look at everything. You just want to get the idea, or in this case, I want to get the idea of what I'm creating, and not pay attention to all these other aspects of it. It was just a piece that I was doing for myself to enjoy, but I just thought it would be nice sharing it with you, that maybe you can also loosen up with your art and have fun with the mediums, and not always look for perfection, and always looking for the best work that you're going to create, or something better than your previous work. Sometimes you can create something messy and just have fun with it, and you would actually enjoy the process of creating it and not give too much thought into it. So you can see I added just some strokes around for the ground and the foliage in the background, and I started to add a bit of the leaves that are going to show more closer to the viewer. And then I'm just using the piece of paper towel just to blend some of those areas, to blend out that white and cover the white of the paper. Now, I'm not worried if some of that white shows through. As I said, I'm keeping this very loose and just simple and fun, and I'm just playing around with the medium. So remember, you don't have to always have the best piece, and you don't have to always have a perfect piece. There can be mistakes in the piece. As I said, if you look at the final piece of this, the building is not that accurate. The proportions are not that right. But I just wanted to have fun with the piece. It was a quick piece, a quick drawing, nothing too serious, nothing that took too long. It was just something for me to have fun with, and to try out a medium that I haven't used for a long time. Like I said, I used to use this a lot when I was in school, the oil pastels, and I used to do characters and drawings, and then outline those with marker, and then use the oil pastels to color them in, and add not details, but color in the shadows, and basically the colors that I needed to add for the drawing. So that's what I used to use it for. But now in this case, I wanted to keep it loose and just create something from a blank page and turn it into a quick drawing, something that doesn't take a lot of time. So there again, I've added some more of those autumn colors and autumn leaves, and then I'm just adding more of that orange to it is the autumn scene, and you can see that the summer is fading off, and you're getting more of the autumn colors coming into those greens of summer. And that's just the look I wanted to get, and I'm adding that with a lot of different oranges, reds, with some yellows, and a lot of more olive greens as well, also accompanying it with some of the darker greens. That's just to bring that autumn feel to the piece. So you can see you can have a lot of fun with oil pastels, and just let loose and create, and be happy with the process, and actually enjoy your final piece, even though it's not perfect. But definitely this is a medium to have fun with, and just experiment and play with. So yeah, you can have it as detailed as you want. It all depends on what you're trying to achieve. So I guess that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to like and share. Feel free to comment below, and don't forget to subscribe. Till the next one. Bye.